Welcome to Wrestling Rants and Reviews. I am JD Frost. I have nothing else. I'm sorry.
It is your boy Dre 41, aka Mr. 4K, aka El Fuego, Spicy Dre, aka I am the Ops, Mr. Persona non grata. They do not want to speak about me.
Okay, so clearly we missed last week's. AAA was fun. It was fun to watch. A lot of botches. A lot of botches. There was. It was a lot of waiting for the moves. I feel like it's not. I feel like it's getting more like WWE kind of like they're trying to acclimate. I don't know, but the matches were good overall. Uh, Viking Raiders or yeah, no, War
War
Raiders.
Raiders.
War Raiders. I'm gonna change their name a million times. They got tag gold. Ray Phoenix finally has some gold, which is good, and it suits him. It's cruiserweight, so he can do all this stuff. He's not. Vikingo. I did like what they did with Amos or almost whatever his name is now, because he's almost a wrestler. I do like what they're doing with him. That was fun, even though it felt weird because Vikingo, his matches are always longer. That seemed kind of short for him, don't you think?
I, no, it's an hour show. Like, how long
I don't
should
know.
the
I just felt
match
like I just
be?
felt like his matches usually go on longer. I don't know. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, but it was fun. I did like that match. The final match, Mass vs. Mass, was good, but like I did get a kick out of the itty bitty, the small Slim Jim table. It was like this big. Come on. You had to laugh when you saw them pull that little table out. It wasn't even a full size table. It was like a little table. That shit was
I
funny.
mean, in Japan, they got different sized tables too.
I don't know. It put me in tears. I was laughing. Um, it was a good match. Finally, Chad Gable got his thing going. But do you trust him? Do you trust that he's actually true to being? I understand it more. I appreciate it more. You feel he's going
I
face?
think just the storyline from it is done. Like, they said, he was in AAA. Honestly, it went way too long to begin with. Thank
Yeah,
God it's over.
yeah.
Uh, isn't it so weird that the most over guy in AAA is a German dude playing a Mexican? Whatever. But
He's a dude playing another dude.
like it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, Chad Gable finally loses. Thank God. Um, I don't know honestly what else there is for him. Like,
For
I
Gabe?
mean, wasn't he was on SmackDown, but it's just like
Wait, you're talking in the main roster? He's never
he
had
was on.
singles gold.
So what? Huh?
Chad Gable, he's never held singles gold. They've literally held him down. He's one of the best pure wrestlers there. It's like having a mini Kurt Angle and not doing anything with him.
First off, we're not even going to do those comparisons just because he wears red, white, and blue. We're not doing that.
Yeah, you're
He's
right.
not.
He did have more moves than Angle. You're right. Yeah.
What? First off, as far as Chad Gable goes, he's nowhere near. You can't even compare him to Kurt Angle. See, the layman, they would like to
Lame.
attempt to compare anybody who does collegiate wrestling and wear red, white, and blue to Kurt Angle. It happens all the time. Here's the truth of the matter. They gave him the red, white, and blue gimmick because they had nothing else for him because he didn't have a good character to begin with.
Okay.
After American Alpha broke up, what can we do with him? Oh, he was a collegiate wrestler. Let's just throw red, white, and blue on him, call it a day.
No, they called him
Duh.
Shorty Gable. They called him Shorty
It's
Gable.
fine. That still doesn't add up to Kurt Angle. So the thing about it is, Kurt Angle, did he come out with red, white, and blue? Sure. Was he a collegiate wrestler? Was he an Olympian? Sure. But he also was able to expand on his character, which got him over with the fans. Not only just a serious wrestler, but somebody who could be goofy, be silly. Stone Cold drinks beer, he drinks milk. You know what I'm saying? Like he was able to have those 5-star matches, but also be a silly wrestler. Chad Gable doesn't have that yet. Does he have the ability? Sure, but I don't think it's honestly it's going to be because of his size, which kind of hampers him from ever really being up there with a Kurt Angle. I just
What?
don't. I don't see it happening. So the comparisons
You didn't watch
to
him? You
Chad
didn't?
Gable and Kurt Angle, I don't see it.
What about when he literally picked up Braun Strowman from dead without even help? Like the dude's got some core strength. He's got some Cesaro strength. He
Don't care.
and he wrestles. He does. even before the mask, he did wrestle a little like Mil Mascaras. Like he did the arm thing, roll out, the whole
I don't know what it is.
the
I don't know
chain
what that
wrestling, the
is.
chain wrestling, the chain wrestling. He did a lot of that, a lot of that. Kurt Angle kind of did it, but not all the time because Kurt Angle was a bigger, like you
Wait a
said.
minute. So let me know this. You think Chad Gable's a better wrestler than Kurt Angle?
Oh, he's not there yet, but
Do you think
he
he's a
could
better
be.
character than Kurt Angle?
Well, he hasn't been there yet. It's a total different time
So
too.
what are you talking about then? Like
Kurt Angle was around when Vince McMahon, when he had his
that
little
means
world,
nothing. What are you talking about? Hold on. I'm
where
now
he
about to look up how long his tenure was when in WWE.
this
Hold
is
on.
why when he had his whole little world and Kurt Angle actually won gold medals. Kurt Angle was thrusted into it. He won the title. He won a singles title very quickly. Let's see. He didn't get put in a tag team. And I mean, because he was a legit gold medalist. Chad Gable went there, but he lost. He lost in the finals. He didn't get to actually go to the Olympics.
We're not
Um,
talking about all that. I'm talking
but that's what I'm
about
saying. That's what I'm saying.
you
Kurt Angle was.
comparing him to Kurt Angle. How are you doing that?
I'm comparing because Kurt Angle was bigger. He was bigger. He had yes, he was more serious. Yes, he's a bigger size, but wrestling style wise, Chad Gable, like he does a lot of the quick moves, the quick chain wrestling, the going from an
Kurt
arm
Angle
lock.
to do the same thing. Come on now, like
Yeah, but Chad does it so much better.
get the
I'm
fuck.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You
Chad
literally
is
just said
smooth.
he's not a better wrestler. You said he's not. He
He's
doesn't
not
have
a
a
better
better
wrestler
character.
because he's not a better wrestler because he hasn't hit that top yet. Once he gets hit that top, he could be considered. You can have a wrestler who's really good. How many? Look at Doink the Clown, the guy underneath Doink the Clown. He was a good wrestler, but he was in. But the best and most acknowledgement he got was when he played Doink. But he was covered, so you didn't
But
know
you
who
do
he was.
understand you contradicted yourself, right?
I'm saying he's better once time goes on and he starts getting titles. Yes, he's had good matches. He's had a lot of good matches.
All right, hold on,
Even with
hold
big
on.
guys, he can wrestle anybody.
Kurt Angle's first WWE run was from 1998 to 2006. Okay, his
Uh-huh.
first run was
Uh-huh.
98 and 2006. Between the years of 1998 and 2006, he got himself over, became WWE champion multiple times.
Yeah, but look at
Okay,
the era too. Ruthless
hold
aggression.
on. Hold on. That's 8 years. Within 8 years, he became a bona fide legend in WWE. Now, we're about to do something else. Hold on. Chad Gable.
But you're talking different times, dude.
I don't care. Chad Gable has been in WWE for 13 years.
Kurt Angle. Okay, you got John Cena, Edge,
That's all
The
I got to
Rock,
say.
Stone Cold, Brock Lesnar,
I don't
Big Show,
care.
sometimes The Undertaker,
So
maybe
what?
Kane. Okay, those are
13,
big. Those are big personality characters. Now with
13
Chad Gable, especially
to
now,
8.
there's so many more people, not as much
13,
time.
13 to 8.
But look at the time too. Look at how much time
I don't,
Kurt Angle got.
I'm not talking about that. I don't care.
Look at how much time he got on
I don't care.
TV.
I don't care.
There's so many people. Chad doesn't even get on every
Chad
week.
Gable has been on TV more than Kurt Angle.
And Kurt Angle, well, that's not true.
For somebody who's been there for 13 years, haven't been on TV more than someone who's on
Just
there
because
for
he's there,
8.
just because he's there, and doesn't mean he's getting more TV time. This is when Raw and SmackDown were a continuation show, where Kurt Angle was on both shows, and Kurt Angle was literally featured nearly every
You
single week.
also not taking into consideration he was also on NXT before going to the main roster.
Yeah,
So
but
I
that
don't want
doesn't
to hear
count. But
that.
that doesn't count.
How that doesn't count when that's TV?
That's because he started as a tag team there.
I don't care. Kurt Angle was a tag team champion too. So what?
He didn't start as a
It's
tag
still
team.
TV time is TV time.
He
How
didn't
you
start
gonna
as a
say,
tag.
oh, well, that TV time don't count because he was in the tag team? He was on TV, right?
So you don't think Chad Gable has you don't think he has a sense of humor?
I don't think. No, I'm not talking about having a sense of humor. I'm talking about he doesn't have the character yet. That's the reason why he's at where he's at. 13 years and you haven't even touched the singles title. Stop playing with me, man. You just making up
Well,
stuff.
even
That's
Triple
all
H
you're
said it.
doing.
Even Triple H said it in an interview. He said, they said, did Kurt, I mean, Chad Gable resign? He said, yeah. He goes, if it's up to me, I'll never let him leave. He doesn't
It
want him to
doesn't
go
matter.
because he knows what he's doing. They're doing the slow grind, which is something they used to do with wrestlers all the time. They used to start low and then work their way. Yes, 13 years is too long, but also you got to remember, like, there's so many more wrestlers in the company now.
I don't. I'm not
Matches are so
talking
much
about that.
longer. Matches are so
See,
much
you
longer.
bringing up excuses. That's all you're
That's
doing.
not
Here
excuses.
here goes the cold hard facts that JD over there is
When
not
Kurt Angle wrestled,
never
no,
going to sit
no,
there
no,
and
no,
admit.
no.
The number one thing is, right, 8 years into the game, if you haven't won a championship yet, more than likely you won't, right? So 8 years in the game, multiple time world champion, European champion, intercontinental champion, tag team champion, world champion, main evented, multiple pay-per-views, compared to somebody who came in as a tag team. Leave it to him to say that tag team. So what? Regardless, right? If he was the Shawn Michaels of the tag team, right? He would have rose to the top. But what happened though, right? Because they gave him the Kurt Angle gimmick, the red, white, and blue gimmick, because he's a collegiate wrestler, whatever. He was an alternate on the Olympic team. He wasn't even really a real Olympian. Stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Um, Here's the thing. They gave it to him because they knew, yo, there's not much we can do with this guy. He's a small guy. His name was Shorty G for a reason. He's a small guy. He can wrestle. He has a good physique, but he's just not a heavyweight champion. He's not. I don't even know why you even brought that up to say, oh, he doesn't need a world heavyweight title. He doesn't. He doesn't. It does nothing for the company.
Well,
Like you
the
can't
fact that
compare.
the fact that they have a heavyweight title and the QB one, and then they have a world title, which is a joke title held by a guy who said it was a joke title, but so proud to hold it. That's stupid right there. So he can have that title then if it doesn't matter. My point is that you're looking at a time when wrestling was when they had on average 6 matches, 5, 6 matches a night for the shows. And they were 10 to 12 minutes long. They weren't 20 minutes. They didn't have these long ass ramps that literally took 5 minutes to get into, and then another 3 minutes for the other one.
A
That's a match
long
right
ramp.
there.
What are you talking?
Look at the entrance ways. Look how long they are. And like even you said, you're getting bored of. They don't even have the whole big back. They just went with the TV and the lights so that they could expand the entrance ramp. So this way they could get more tickets and charge more for those, so people could go there and touch and touch people and that's it. That's the only reason I did it. Like look at Italy, Clash in Italy, right? You had the entranceway right here, and then you had the end of the arena right here. Where was the wrestling ring? Literally like right here. The time it takes to get there. Like, come on, dude. Even Obafemi looked winded when he's walking down. He did this the entire time, and he's like, he was blown up before he got to the ring by doing that. That's my point. It's so long. They're trying to make it so that we could charge you more because you're here. People want to get smart. We'll do that instead of putting it in the middle and having more matches. Kurt Angle wrestled people. The matches weren't long. They had more backstage segments. It was clearly written better. We could agree on that, right? Right?
Nope.
You don't think the Attitude Era was written better than now?
We're not talking about that.
No, no, but that's a question.
You're changing the subject to
So he
try
had better
to.
writers. So they don't when they get rid of somebody like Aleister Black, they wanted to make him
It's
the main.
still all. Hold on. To sit there and sit there, to even say, oh, they have better writers. That's the reason why. The performer still has to perform. It doesn't matter how good the writer is. If the person
Oh
can't go
no,
out and
no,
perform, if the
no.
person can't go out there and perform, it doesn't matter.
Well, he always performs when he wrestles. His matches are always good no matter who he wrestles. And
I'm
on
not.
top,
Wait a minute. What does?
but my point
Okay.
is this:
Here's the problem that we're having
Aleister
right now
Black had
is
nobody
that you're
to write for
you're
him.
you're jumping from here and there. All right.
That's
Let's
exactly my point.
focus. Let's focus. Right. First, you
What?
said writers.
Yeah,
Writers means promos and storylines.
yeah,
Right. The
yeah.
writers are not. The writers are the ones who are given these ideas. They're jotting down what should be said to convey the story and push it forward. But the wrestler themselves have to go out and perform that. So that takes their skills to go out and convey that story for the fans to get behind them. Now, Chad Gable, regardless of how good or how bad a writer is, it's up to the performer to put up his best effort to have the people believe in the story. Chad Gable, I mean, the story wasn't that great to begin with anyway. I'm going to go to Mexico and this, that, and then somehow he
Then he
becomes a
got
character
injured.
who's,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hold on. Let me tell you how much it doesn't make sense, right? With the El Grande Americano, right? Chad Gable says, I'm tired of all these Mexican wrestlers, these luchadors. I'm going to go to Mexico to find out how to beat them, right? Because he was losing to Penta every week. And so he was like, all right, I'm going to go to Mexico and find out how to beat them, right? and so he becomes a grande americano who disavows ever being Chad Gable. What sense does that make when Chad Gable went to Mexico to find out how to beat
Bad writing.
luchadors,
Bad writing.
but then
Bad
becomes a
writing.
luchador who disavows being Chad Gable?
Bad writing. That's my point, Dirt. Look at Aleister Black. Why do you think they got rid of him? They had nothing for him. They tried turning him into Killer Cross, and they couldn't. But they didn't really have an idea. So like, oh, look at him. Oh, and the White Six.
They didn't let him
Well,
go because of that.
look at the White Six. They started out strong. Writing was great. And then what happened? They stopped showing them. They didn't have anything for them. They disappeared. They came back. That's my point, is that the writing is not good like it used to be. Back then, they were pumping shit out. They had Jim Cornette. They had I don't know, whoever else was there, even when Vince Russo was there at the time.
Is
Is
that
they
an
had,
excuse for what they do in the ring?
yeah, but if you don't have a story, why you're not in the ring? That's the one thing AEW does right, is they
Who's
have
a better
matches
wrestler,
even if there's
Chad
not
Gable or
stories.
Kurt Angle?
Honestly, I haven't seen Kurt Angle in a while, but I like Chad Gable's
Oh
funny.
my god! You know what?
You ever see Kurt Angle grab somebody in a Germain suplex, like Braun Strowman, and not jerk him, just stand there and lift him up and drop him? He's done that to oh yeah, Bronson Reed, big people where they didn't help and he did it all him the dude, and he lands on his head a lot when he does stuff, but like he does a lot of that stuff, and the dude's in phenomenal shape. He's a good wrestler. Is it my fault that they don't know how to write for him or what to do for him? Personally, I'd have much, even if you're 100% correct. He should be the top mid card guy and have had at least the U.S. title and Intercontinental by now, because he can make anybody look good. He can he not?
Not
You don't think
everybody.
so? You don't think so?
No.
He can. All right. He's like Bailey. He can make people look good, but yet they give it to Bailey all the time. And Bailey's boring as shit. She's not funny. She looks like a cast member, a rejected cast member of the Roseanne show. There's nothing to her. There's nothing. Her matches are. Chad Gable does so much more. Chad Gable is funny too, and he tried to evolve. Then you had the Americans with Ivy Nile. That would have been a good group. Oh wait, the writers and the bookers let them down. They let us down. I mean, the Creeds are in better shape now because all they're doing is working out because they're never wrestling. Whereas you said Ivy Nile is at a competition. Okay, Ivy Nile's good in the ring. She's little. They're not even giving her a chance, and she's been there so long. They give
She
Maxine.
doesn't have a character.
So you're telling me the writers are so good they gave Maxine the IC title, dude. She is dog shit, dude. She is so bad,
She had a
so
look.
bad.
She had a look.
She's this much better. You see, she's this much better than Ava was. This much. That's not much because Ava wasn't good at all. That's my point. Is the writers and who they put forth and what they're doing, and now TKO saying we want Jelly Roll to be the champ, or we want Jelly Roll to wrestle, and we want this and we want that. That's cutting into time that they could be using and doing with these people. It's not just him carrying Cross. Tell me that's not a waste. That dude can literally get it done in the ring and cut his own fucking promos. He can even write his own storylines. Look what he's doing on the indies. That's proof positive that it's the people internally that are ruining these guys, that's wasting these guys' times. Natalia shouldn't be doing shit in NXT. She should be wrestling on and off and being that person you have to be to get over to get higher. There's nobody. It's just now we're gonna have Jade
Wait a minute.
Cargill.
Hold
We're
on.
gonna have
Repeat what
Jade
you just said.
Cargill.
Repeat what you just said. Repeat. Hold on, because now I got not because I'm gonna you contradicting yourself. But go ahead. Go
What?
ahead.
About which
What
one?
did you just say?
About Natalia being the one? Being the one? Well, yeah, she's been there long. She's had the title. Should she have it
No,
again?
no,
Yeah.
no. What did you say? That she shouldn't be on NXT. She should be on SmackDown or Raw.
Being that person that when people are wrestling, that they have to beat her because she's tough. They don't even use her.
What do you think they're doing with Jada Parker then?
Yeah, they threw her down there. She should be up the top.
What? Okay,
She
hold
hasn't
on.
had the women's title in 10
Let
years,
me.
dude.
Here we go again. I have to explain to you how what you're saying is
Ugh.
nonsense. Now,
She
you
never
just
held the
said
women's title since Charlotte. Charlotte's had it how
Natalia
many
should be a
times?
person that someone has to go through to climb up the ranks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Meaning
Natalia
she's
is
always in contention.
Natalia is in NXT to go up against Jada Parker, so Jada Parker could climb up the ranks because her story arc right now is she took a big loss. Now she needs to go up against a woman who does blood sport matches
Okay.
to really step it up.
Okay.
That helps Jada Parker. That's Natalia giving back to the business. That's what you're not understanding. I don't get
Okay.
this.
Okay. And why is she in NXT? Why?
To help?
Jada Parker doesn't need help, or does she?
Yes, she does. What do
So
you
she's
mean?
connecting, so why would she need someone like her? Shouldn't she have to
Yo,
face
you
her on the main
bugging.
roster?
See,
Why
you
would
just say
why did Jada Parker go to LFG?
this is crazy.
Why was she on LFG?
Why was Jada Parker?
Yeah.
She's not a contestant on it.
But why is she there?
She's not a contestant on it. It
But why are you
doesn't
putting her
matter.
there? That's like so dumb. Why is she even getting involved? It's like to me, it's
I
like
don't understand what's going
you
on.
had Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler trains wrestlers in the performance center. Sometimes she'll have a match or she'll be out there training with them. Like they didn't even use Shayna. Shayna's another one they wasted. She never had the title. You tell me Shayna Baszler never should have had the
She
title?
never had a title.
Not a main roster. Not the tag titles. Tag titles are bullshit, dude. Tag titles are bullshit. They're bullshit, dude. Come on, Bree and Paige. This is my yard. Bree and Paige have the titles. Really? Come on, dude. Man, oh, it's such a waste. I mean, Lyra and Bailey makes more sense than Bree and Paige because at least they have heat and you can split them up, which looks like they're going to do again.
First off, they were thrown together. Like, what do you want? Her sister was injured.
No, I know. So, but why did they have to win? They didn't have to win. Oh, we couldn't win it because what's her face wasn't here. She could have backed out. They could have taken. They could have put in fatal influence or whatever. They could have put them in. They didn't have to win, but they could have been replaced with them. I don't want to do it unless my sister's here. And then boom, they're already feuding. And gee, I think. Wait a minute. This mask it gives me powers. Nikki's coming back soon.
Oh, there was such a joke there.
Nikki's coming back. Nikki's coming back.
That
No,
mask gives you handyman powers.
hey, I didn't feel like brushing my hair. I'm too tired. I had a long day. But my thing is this, check it out. So, and I got them. Why not wear them? Not to mention, since they're doing that whole thing now, Nikki's gonna come out. They're gonna get beat up again by Fatal Influence, but this time in the ring. And then Nikki's gonna come out, and she's back. And then just so that they could beat them, the new people, which is stupid. Hopefully they lose, and then Nikki turns on Paige and her sister, or they both turn on Paige and blame Paige or something. But it's just you can see it all coming. It's just like the okay, let's go over now since we don't want to talk about old stuff. Brock Lesnar, that was a good match. That was better than WrestleMania. The Brock Lesnar Oba Femi match. That was better. There was
I'm
more
gonna be
to it.
honest.
There was
Since
more to
Brock
it.
Lesnar's return, none of his matches have really impressed me. I'm gonna be honest. As far as wrestling wise, like
Yeah,
entertaining wrestling,
yeah.
Brock Lesnar, his first run in WWE was way more impressive
Oh
than
yeah,
his second.
yeah. I know.
So I'm not gonna sit there and say like that was a good match. That was just him doing F5s and German suplexes. That's
Yeah,
nothing.
but he worked the arm, and
Okay, he does it Kimura a lot.
there was a lot more different things involved, a lot more different like how they worked that match. That match should have happened at WrestleMania because WrestleMania match was dumb. It was like two giants, but Obed's not there yet. He's new. He shouldn't be. I mean, and Brock Lesnar
We
isn't
just talking
that
about Brock
anymore.
Lesnar. Wait a minute, hold
No,
on.
Lesnar isn't that anymore. He's not Braun Strowman. Because remember when Braun Strowman wrestled him, and Braun Strowman like dumped cars on him and jumped the whole back thing on him and stuff like that. Because Brock Lesnar's getting older, and they were trying to build Strowman up. Oba ain't doing any of that. The WrestleMania match was dumb for their first match. The match in Italy was good. That's how WrestleMania should have went. And then even if Lesnar lost, I'm just saying how they put so many more moving parts in it. It was more interesting to watch. Put it this way, I enjoyed that match more than I did the Gunther Cody Rhodes match. I'm like really getting tired of babyface Cody Rhodes. It's
I don't
really
mind. I don't mind babyface Cody Rhodes, honestly.
because
I
he
don't
can't
mind it.
lose. He but see at least Cena was like I don't know. It was like okay, well he's a big guy. He
Cena
beats
was
big guys.
worse. Cena was so
No,
much
I know. You remember my rantings about that.
1,000 times worse. And the problem with Cena was he was such a straight arrow, one sided. There was
Yeah,
no edge to him at all. At
yeah.
least with Cody, you get emotion, you get aggression. You know what I'm saying? Like with John Cena, he was just oh. And then speaking of John Cena.
Here we go.
Isn't it hilarious how this
Say
dickhead comes out in a suit talking
it.
about there's about to be a tournament for a title, and then we
Oh
hear
yeah.
nothing else about it.
It's been what, five
Nothing.
weeks? 5 weeks,
It
right?
completely gone. You want to know why it's gone? Because it was stupid. It's dumb. We're gonna have a tournament where even if you lose, guess what, guys? You can still be a champion. It's called the Participation Award.
Oh,
Congratulations. Like this, like it's the first off,
it's the Millennial Championship.
why have
Get it? It's
potentially
millennials. Everybody gets a
not
trophy.
millennials? I wouldn't say
Everybody gets a
millennials,
trophy.
not millennials. But
Mm.
here's what I think about this. Right,
Yeah.
you have him come out, make up this stupid John Cena Classic tournament, but then King of the Ring right around the corner. Why would you sit there and try to have two tournaments? One that actually means something, and then basically another one where it's like you get a John Cena championship. I don't want that John Cena championship. I'm straight. Give me the King of the Ring. I want my championship shot at SummerSlam. I'm not worried about the John Cena Classic. It's stupid. It's so dumb. WWE has said nothing about it. It's that dumb.
You know
It
who's gonna win
literally
it,
makes
right?
no sense. Huh?
You know who's gonna win it.
I don't care what you mean, the King of the Ring or the John Cena Classic.
Well, I know who's winning King of the Ring, but John Cena Classic's probably gonna be Oba Femi.
Who's winning the King of the Ring?
Finn Balor.
You think so?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Finn and Dominic because Brock's gonna come out and screw Oba. And then they'll instead of Oba having a title match at SummerSlam, he's gonna have because they're trying to stretch him out. There's not big people that Oba could wrestle. That's the problem. See, the reason why Goldberg works so good because he kick punch, he come to the ring, and he'd kick and he'd spear, and it was over. It was like Ultimate Warrior, but you got more. Oba Femi, he's so mild. He comes down, lift up, throw down, this, over. Okay, it's like Great Khali. So you really can't. There's not much you could do with him. And I'm sorry when he walked out the night after WrestleMania with a suit on, he's no longer the ruler. To me, he looked like it because he came out like a guy, like a
He had
ruler,
a
and he
suit
was
in
believable.
NXT. What's the
My point is this: he did it on the main roster. It's the main roster. You
but
go to NXT for a reason. It's like going. It's like doing dark matches. It's you to see what works. House shows to see what works. Remember when John
this
Cena at
doesn't
house
make any
shows?
sense. I
Remember when
swear
John Cena at house shows put masks on and became Juan Cena? Remember that?
this doesn't make any
My
sense.
point is
I don't
this:
know
is
what's
that
going
my
on.
point is this: is that, and then he started doing hurricanranas. My point is this: is that you could tell it's Dominic. There's no way Dominic's going to win. Who's going to beat Oba? He's not going to be King of the Ring. That would be dumb. That, and if he is, whew, okay, whatever. They did a promo. They did a promo with Finn. You watch SmackDown, right?
No.
Okay, they did a promo with Finn, and he talked about how he's this, that, and the other, and how he's done things, and he wants more. He's in it. I could see him getting through. Okay, and plus they need to do something with him anyway. Otherwise, I don't know. But you got Dominic there, so it would make sense to have him and Dominic again for like what their third match. I think it is. He wrestled. He wrestled McDonough twice. Yeah, I think it was his third match, second or third. But anyway, I feel like
Hmm.
that'll be it, and Finn will win. You can't give it to Dominic. That's just too dumb. That would be dumb.
Um,
And if they did, it would be a Judgment Day thing. But they purposely before the match they had a
he's
video.
still AAA champion. He can't even worry about that because he's gonna have to defend the AAA championship in September, and and SummerSlam is in August. So I don't think he'll win the King of the Ring.
No, no, but he'll wrestle against Finn, and Finn will beat him, and Finn will get to his title shot because Finn Balor's the new member. He's the new member of SmackDown. He's been transferred. Like when I
Yeah.
messaged you about the whole thing. So who would he go against? Cody. Now him being a good guy, it's going to be a much better match. It's going to be all a whole. They're going to reference Bullet Club and this, and it's actually going to be good. Or unless he goes against Gunther and beats him, I don't know. But I feel like it'll definitely be Finn Balor. And I say Obafemi for John Cena because, like you said, he's popular, and they said that even if you lose, he'll get screwed, but then he'll still win because the crowd loves him.
No, I don't think that's gonna work for him. I don't.
I
Here's
think
the
I
thing.
think that would be it.
I think
Because
they're quietly killing the John Cena Classic. I don't. I don't think. I don't think it's gonna go through.
Now, see, the John Cena Classic would be good if you actually had to win the match, and they
No,
actually
I
had.
don't think it would be good. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, that's what I'm
It
saying. If
doesn't make sense.
you take a title and you create and say now we're and do something they've never ever done that every other company in the world's done, have a fucking TV title, a television title. So this
No,
way we could have title matches on TV. So this way you could kind of like it's just because there's no title defenses on TV. And I mean, you get pay-per-views and the title never changes hands. Shit, if you have five title matches and nothing changes, or maybe one changes, it's like, really? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's all about who can hold it the longest, this and this. Going back to the whole Chad Gable thing, is that there's not enough time. There's so many wrestlers now, so many, so little time. Who's going to write for who? Well, we'll hold him off. How do you waste carrying Cross? Look what he's doing on the Indies for F's sake. You got Matt Cardona. He tried so hard. Okay, his woo 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 character is bad. I would have told him, hey, go back to the drawing board. He went on the Indies. He got bigger. They brought him back. He looks in good shape, and they're jobbing him out again. That's why Dolph won't come back. They wanted Dolph back. He said no. He re-signed with TNA because he said wrestling's his part-time job. Okay, but I, I just feel like there's just not enough time, and I feel like if they're going to rush it, you got to do something with Baylor. And they were talking about it over last summer. They were saying there's something they're going to do with him. It's about that time. And then they had to wait because Dominic got hurt. Remember when they were going to break up the Judgment Day? And then Liv got hurt. And it was like, and now you got Bronson Reed hurt. You got which he looks good. He was on X. It looks like he lost more weight. He looks different. I don't know how he'll do the tsunami if he lost more weight, but he looks jacked.
why
Um,
he can't? What? It's just a
because if he's not
splash.
big like the one man gang that drop off the top, that's like
Rob
Obafemi
Van
doing
Dam
a
beat people with a 5-star frog splash. Eddie Guerrero beat people with a 5-star frog splash. Montez Ford beat people with a frog
the
splash. He doesn't need to
tsunami.
be big.
It's not a
It's a body
tsunami.
splash. The Usos do body splashes.
I know, but it's not. They don't do it all the time, and the tsunami was devastating because you had a big dude. When the crowd kept chanting again and again, and how many he did it 6 times to Seth Rollins, dude. That was a great night. That was fucking funny. I mean, everybody was in tears laughing. You could watch it because he just kept dropping on his ass, different ankles. They drag him there. He just come on, that was great. But if it's just a splash, that's like Rob Van Dam doing five. Okay,
So what? It's
okay.
a jacked big dude doing a splash. What's the problem?
But if he's not like big, it's just because it's like a one man gang thing. It's like he's so big he shouldn't be on the top rope.
A one man gang
Gunther,
wasn't.
like Gunther. Remember when Gunther was big? Remember we were talking
When
last
did
week.
one man gang do body splashes?
No, he did standing ones.
So how can you compare?
No, that's what I'm saying. Big man's not supposed to be on the top. He's built like the one man gang. He went to the top
No,
rope
he's
and did
not.
it. He's not big and fat like one man gang.
He's not big like one man gang.
Well, he's not as
You
tall.
must not remember what one man gang looks
He's
like.
not as tall. No, I'm not talking about Hakeem, the African Dream. But a big man coming off the top rope, like Vader doing it was devastating because he's a big guy. He wasn't jacked, he was fucking huge. Him doing the moonsault, that's crazy because it's not supposed to happen. Lesnar tried it and look what he did. He almost killed himself.
He didn't do a moonsault. That was a shooting star press.
Yeah, that was a corkscrew head dive. But that's what I'm saying is like when you have certain things, certain wrestlers, I don't know, I don't know. I just feel like it's like if Obafemi started doing it, it'd be like, why? Why?
He
You don't
doesn't
need the
need not
time.
okay. So I think in the perspective of being a wrestling fan who's watched wrestling in so many different places, instead of staying to one stereotype, all right, you're a big man. You don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do this, you don't do that. You just do these core big man things. That's boring.
No,
People
no,
will
that's what I'm
eventually,
saying. That's what I'm saying. But him doing that
but
was
people will eventually
awesome.
get bored,
But
right?
how he did it, he
So,
sold it.
okay, but
He's like, whoa, when he falls,
the
you're like,
thing is, it's like if you're a big man, you got to stand out somehow. Like if
yeah.
you're a big man and you're still doing stuff that King Kong Bundy did, you're not gonna last.
Oh no, I know. That's what I'm
So
saying.
you got to and then also you got to think like when you're a big man like that and you're in the world of wrestling, your body will break down more because of the weight. So if he wants to
Yeah.
lose weight to extend his career,
Oh,
more power to him.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it would just look like Ryback doing a splash, and to me, it wouldn't have the same effect. I just feel like because he looked big, dude. He looked big. I don't know if maybe camera trick or something, but he was in the gym and he took a picture like this, and the
I've
dude
seen it.
looked he looked ripped. So I'm kind of excited for him. But then again, it's like you got Braun Breaker. He lost in the tournament for King of the Ring. He did his fly his little from the apron to the thing to the table clothesline, but for some reason he couldn't get up. And then Dominic ends up going ahead and beating Damian Priest and he wins. Like, I mean, yeah, he had help. It was good, but it's like, okay, so now because Braun's hurt and what's his face is out, Logan Paul's out, you're gonna tell me that like Braun has to take a back seat again now? They couldn't just bring
What?
somebody else in?
He's gonna win the Royal Rumble. We're just relaxed. Don't worry about Braun Breaker just yet.
I don't know. I just feel like that's like it's like you take 2 steps forward, 4 steps back. It's like I don't know. It's like the matches are too long, and that's another thing too. When these long matches, you could see them botching. You could see that they're not getting as close. Even with Io and Asuka, two of the best wrestlers, and you could see that they were as it went on, it got kind of, you know. I just feel like matches like okay, now you had Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. They finally did it right. Rhea was just beating on Jade, or no, Jade was beating on Rhea. She was doing all the big girl things. It was just like Jade should be. But then Rhea came back and won, which makes sense. It's kind of like how the Miz's career. He always got his ass whooped, and MVP his first run in WWE, but then he somehow come back and win, and it was just like what, but it always happened, and they did that match right. I felt, but now you're gonna have Jade Cargill going for the U.S. title because now she pinned Tiffany,
Why not?
and it's like okay, so now but it's like, but I thought you're going against Charlotte, like okay,
Probably will, but she got to win the title first.
uh, I thought Charlotte wants Rhea though.
What?
I thought Charlotte only sided with Rhea to help her, but then once Jade Cargill, like I thought that it would be like Charlotte versus Jade, and then Charlotte versus Rhea. But Charlotte's gonna have to go against Tiffany, and if you just run over Tiffany with no good 3 month storyline, you're burying her. That's not good. I just feel like you try to like they said, like the smart fans, you kind of see things coming. Like we know what Brock Lesnar's going to lose to Oba in the third. We know it. I don't even want to watch it because I know he's going to lose. It's like whatever. So like to me, even the fact that they announced it at least surprised me and didn't have it out of nowhere. Then it's like okay, I'm watching it. But if now I'm going to be thinking about it, to me, I just feel you're telling me what's going to happen before it happens. And then Seth Rollins Monday night. You watch Raw Monday, okay? You see how he went like that. He was mocking the one and like for but then Roman said that he was going after Solo. Like, so is he going after Solo or is Seth going after him? What's gonna happen?
No, Seth has his own. First, wait a minute, hold on.
He's done with
Seth
Braun. He
has,
beat him. He's done.
but he's still having issues with the vision. So Seth is not going after Roman. Like, why? Why is that even a thought?
Well, because it's gonna be the Street Profits. There's only two people in the Vision now. There's only two people.
It's three.
Who?
Well,
They're
because I'm
both
pretty
out.
sure.
They're both
Well,
out.
no, hold on,
What's
because
he gonna
I'm
wrestle?
pretty sure Bronson's gonna come back, but they
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 already
still
wrestled.
got problems with the vision.
Uh, I still feel the Street Profits are gonna split. I don't know. I see like
No, they won't.
Montez. Montez looks like he has the itch. I don't know. It just feels like it. I don't
No,
think
they
they're
won't.
gonna get the belts. I think they're gonna split because of it.
We'll have to wait and see on that one.
I mean, what if Bronson doesn't come back for another couple months? It would make sense to put Ford in there.
No, it wouldn't.
Why not?
Not for a short. No, a short term solution doesn't equal out to the long term. It doesn't. Like, because then
Logan's going to be out
eventually
for
you
months, yo. He's been out a long time.
because eventually you'll have Bronson Reed back, and then you'll also have Logan Paul back, and now you're gonna have, and we already know Braun Breaker is gonna be the guy. So then it's like, what's Montez Ford gonna be? Back into a tag team, probably with Austin Theory. What's the point? A
unless he
lateral move?
unless he looks really good and he kind of changes his finisher and they decide, hey, you know what, we should start pushing him too. Because like you said, Austin Theory, as much as I like him, they're really not doing anything with him. Nothing
There's
impressive.
nothing to do with him.
It's
He's a
sad. It
body.
really is. It's just
Not
sad.
sad. It's the nature of the business. Not everybody has a great character. Not everybody does. Some of
Like
them
it,
just can be in ring performers, and that's fine. You don't need super. Not everybody can be top guys. Not everybody. Some people need to stay right in the middle. That's a good role. That's where they can stay. That's where their meat and potatoes is staying in the middle. Not everybody,
it
just
is.
because they have a look, doesn't mean they can connect to the fans. It just is what it is. Like he doesn't need to be at the top. He doesn't. He's a role player. He's been a role player on NXT. Matter of fact, let's even go further back than that. On Evolve, he was the guy.
Mm.
NXT, he was doing his thing. Main roster, he is definitely a role player. He is the henchman. It is what it is.
But his first run as U.S. champ was pretty good. It was funny. He did good
He's a
crowd work.
henchman. He's a henchman. That's what he is.
So you should join the Foot Clan. Join Roman Reigns' the Foot Clan.
Not his Foot Clan. Stay in the Vision. He's the Vision Foot Clan. It's
Oh, and that's
fine.
something too you missed on SmackDown. Solo Sikoa was talking with Royce Keys, and he said there's a war coming between, and basically, it's going to be the Samoans, the MFTs versus the Bloodline. And now that they got Jacob, there's four against three, and if they get Royce Keys, he kind of cancel out Jacob in a sense where
He's
it's 4
not
and 4.
Samoan.
Hey man, I don't know. Sammy wasn't Samoan; he was
Oh, he was an honorary Oos. Okay, well then,
because he felt Deucey, yeah. So, but see now, who do you think is gonna beat Roman Reigns for the title and when?
I don't know anybody who's going to beat him just yet. I mean, he's just going to go on a run for a minute. In a perfect world, CM Punk. If you need an answer, CM Punk.
Did you see
CM Punk
pictures?
will
Did
beat him.
you see pictures of him?
Alleged pictures. We don't know if that's him for real.
I was gonna
And
say,
that
yeah,
looked like it was AI. So
yeah, he looked kind of jacked for an old man. He'd have to be on
he's not
roids.
that fuck. He's not that old. Relax.
He's 48.
He's not that old.
He's 48.
He's not that old.
Okay, well, I feel like it'll be Seth Rollins. I mean, or do you think that Roman Reigns will finally get his win over Seth? He's never beaten Seth. Remember when he came out? Remember when he came out? What I forget what
No,
what,
he did. He
no, he
beat him
did.
when he beat him at
He never beat him.
he did. He beat him when he dressed up in the Shield outfit, the
No, he
Shield
didn't.
gear.
He
Like,
hit him with a chair and beat the shit out of him with a chair. He got disqualified. Seth won. And Seth laughed. He goes, "You still like, can't beat me."
oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
That
all
was
right,
awesome. He messed with his head by coming out to Shield. That was awesome.
okay.
I heard that. I heard that, and I think that's like the first time and probably the last time I marked out. But yeah, like I was just like, what? And he came out and he did all his Shield, wrestled like he did when he was in the Shield, and then Roman Reigns couldn't do nothing to him. He felt frustrated, so he just grabbed a chair and beat him. And then he laughed and he's like, "You still can't beat me. I beat you by
Okay.
disqualification."
Well,
You think it's gonna be a Triple H Batista thing? Where Triple H never beat Batista and then finally got him out of retirement and then beat him at WrestleMania when he tripped getting in the ring. Remember that? That was so bad, dude. That match. Oh, that match was so bad.
um,
Weren't we talking watching that at the same time?
I don't remember.
And he tripped getting in the ring. And I was like, what? And you go, yeah, he just tripped. He got his foot caught on the ring trying to get in the ring. Batista
I
looked
don't
like
remember.
hell.
That was years ago, man. I don't know. I just, in the perfect world, in my perfect world, CM Punk will come back and take the title off of Roman Reigns. That's in my perfect.
And you think that Braun Breaker eventually beat CM Punk for the title?
I'm not gonna say it's CM Punk, but I know Braun Breaker more than likely. And I mean, this is documented. This is going to be on YouTube. It is June 7th. I would say within the next 365 days, he will be a world champion.
But you have no idea who. I think it would probably be like somebody on
It doesn't
SmackDown.
matter who, he's just going to be a champion.
I don't think they'll bury Roman for him. I don't think they will.
It, it doesn't matter. First off, we're, you got to build the future.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns isn't going to wrestle forever. So even if he does beat Roman Reigns, so what? Like, it's
I
fine.
feel like
Roman will
someone
be
else has
okay.
to beat him for a title. Someone in his bloodline like Jacob has to finally beat him and get the title. I feel like that would be.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad either. I don't mind seeing Jacob Fatu as world champion. That's not bad either. But
I mean, they gave it to Jay. We know Jacob would be better, but they basically killed Jacob by that. I'm sorry,
no, they don't.
that match in Italy was way too long, and
Oh my! People just complaining about long matches. Man,
it wasn't even
relax.
hardcore, dude. It was so bad. It was long drawn out. Oh, here,
God
have some
forbid a
free hot
match goes
dogs,
longer than 10
guys.
minutes. I swear, it's just complaint after complaint
Have
after
some free hot dogs, guys. And he throws the hot dogs. Wow, that was amazing. I mean, he's got quite the arm. I mean, dude, it really wasn't even a good match for like if you're
complaint. It was
tribal
fine.
combat.
I don't know what you're complaining about.
It goes back decades. This no, it doesn't.
Oh
There was three.
no.
What are you talking about? And what?
The
Like,
thoughts and opinions expressed by JD Frost are not the thoughts and opinions of Drake 41. Please disavow everything he
that's the
says.
point of the whole show is to rant and rant and review. And what is a rant without a ranter? You're reviewing. So, what's the story on tag team division? You think the War Raiders are going to win the tag titles?
What? They're AAA tag team champions.
Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't watch SmackDown. He challenged uh R-Truth. He challenged R-Truth titles for titles.
What? The War
Yeah.
Raiders are going title for title? Oh, then
He
they're
goes, when are we
losing.
going to have that match? And he goes, what?
They're,
I don't
they're
even know
losing.
you guys. And the
They're
whole
they're
thing,
gonna lose. I don't know. So what you gonna send our truth and Damian
exactly.
Priest to Mexico?
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. So it would make sense if War Raiders won. Now think about this. They like he kept saying he goes, well, we gotta go see how Royce Keats is doing. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, you're not a doctor. He goes, well, my little brother was. And he goes, you don't even have a brother. Yeah, I do. He was a thugonomics, a doctor of thugonomics. And he's like, all right, you know what? Whatever. And he walked away. I think Damien's eventually gonna just punch Truth in the face and walk away and say, I just can't do this no more after they lose the belts, and it's probably coming soon because it was funny. It's had its run, but it's over. Uh, oh, and you missed your boy Danhausen. It was a funny segment. You gotta watch it.
You know, I'll be so busy, yo. Like I'm just, it's difficult for me to be able to give 2 hours and some change. Like it's difficult. But as much wrestling that's on every single week, it's not easy to say, all right, I'm about to take this 2 hours out of my life, this 3 hours out of my life, this hour here, hour there. Like it's not easy, man. Especially when
Uh,
like I'm just too busy.
you should do what I do. You should do what I do.
That's still taking time out.
No, no,
Like
no, 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 no. You get
still
yourself a
taking
pair of
time out.
these. Get yourself a pair of these. Pair of these. You plug them in your phone. Plug it in your phone. You put it on, and
You look like a jackass.
no, you put it on. You put it on. You put them on, and then while you're walking or while you're eating, you could watch. And it's like having two 80-inch screens in front of your face, and you
No,
can see your food, you can eat,
you look like a
and you can watch
jackass. I'm
wrestling.
sorry. So no, no,
What are you talking about?
I
They're
will
Ray
never
Bans.
do that.
They're Ray Bans. What are you talking about? They're
I'm
they're
gonna I'm gonna do I'm gonna say the same thing
they're X
that
real.
Blackheart Leo Rush says. No, 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 no,
Hey man, when I gotta kill time, if I'm
no.
sitting in the
All
car and I
right,
gotta kill time,
here's something that's more important that we need to talk about. But you know, we should save it for another show because we getting too deep in the weeds. We gotta talk about Leo Rush.
okay,
But next episode we'll talk about Leo Rush.
okay.
I'm gonna talk about Leo Rush next episode.
You sure you don't want to talk about it now?
No, 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 no.
It's really
We
gonna take
already
that
did
long?
like yeah. We no, it will because I want to yeah. I'm gonna dive in it. Pause.
We just did 40 yeah, 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm because I'm hot. I'm like I'm boiling. I gotta turn this AC on, and once this AC turn on, you gonna hear it.
I'm proud of you. You did this whole video in a wrinkled shirt. I'm proud of you.
It's not wrinkled.
It's wrinkled, bro. It's wrinkled.
No, it's not.
It's wrinkled, bro. It's
It's because I'm
wrinkled.
hot. I'm sweating. Like
Ugh.
I
Oh.
want to turn on this AC so bad, but I can't. If I do, you're gonna hear it.
Can you hear mine?
No, but mine is like right above me, and
Uh,
it's not like a regular AC. It's like a
like central
long
air.
yeah. So you're gonna hear
Uh,
it if I turn it on. So
well, that sucks. Central air, you're not
yeah,
supposed to hear.
I am
All
boiling
right.
right now.
So quick before we go, have you noticed the recent DLC for WWE 2K26?
Oh, the one where they put the CEO, whatever the dude from the Take Two Interactive or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. But did you notice how they're doing it now? All the wrestlers are automatic when you buy that season pass. You don't have
Yeah,
to
you
level.
automatically can unlock them.
Yeah, you don't have to. So I think
Yeah, okay,
they
that's
fixed
a
it.
good thing.
Yeah, so they fixed it. So you don't have to spend the money unless you want all that other stupid stuff like extra
Yeah,
points or this or that.
but then what they also did with the patch update was they added the CEO of Take Two Interactive into the game as a wrestler. Some goofy dude who's wearing a t-shirt, some shorts, and knee pads. It's the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. I thought it was fake. I was like, yeah, they ain't sit there and add that dude. And then I started up the game and I'm like, let me look for him. And I'm like, oh, they really put a guy who's not a wrestler who owns or runs. take
Big two.
Take Two Interactive as a playable wrestler with Frank Sinatra's music that you can't even use on another wrestler. Shout out to 2K, man. They the best. That's why I'm not getting 27.
What song? What
My,
song is it? What song is it?
my way.
Is he trying to be like Cody Rhodes or something? Is there like a visual that comes on screen before his whole thing starts, like Cody's
No, it's
logo?
just it's he's so you gotta see it. Turn the game on. His name starts with the S. He has a his character picture is he looks like Vince McMahon with a blue suit on.
Do I have to
Honestly,
unlock? Do I have to unlock him?
no, he's automatically just there.
Because I just did it. Oh, okay.
They patched him in like he's just
Uh,
there.
uh,
So
wow. Well, at least they did fix that. I'm glad of that. You got I bought the premium pass, so at least I get my wrestlers. I don't care about all the other little taunts and shit. To me, that's just not a big deal. But
yeah,
at least it must have been the backlash and the outcry and probably
but there's still more stuff they need to fix. But yeah, I need to turn this AC on because I'm sweating like I am.
all right.
Like my
I'll let
arm
you.
looks glossy.
It looks like you need a
You see
shower,
how
dude.
like I'm about to jump my ass in the shower, but I'm not gonna jump in the shower just to come back out here and be sweating. Like, what's in
I've never seen somebody start off with a smooth shirt and it gets wrinkled. That's the first. Your shirt's look at it. It's look, dude. It's wrinkled, bro. It's bro.
Thank
Look
you
at
guys for watching.
it.
Subscribe if you're new. Other than that, y'all
Like
stay safe.
comment
Catch y'all.
comment comment. Thank you for watching.
Yeah,
Till
because I'm
next
about to
week.
turn this AC on.